Hello there everyone, Shibby here. Hope everyone out there's doing well, and today I'm back once again with some more Pokemon trading card game Pocket. Today's video, I feel like trying out this Machamp deck that I built and see if I can take it online and manage to win a game or two with it. This deck is pretty simple in its composition. It just revolves around Machamp, Primeape, and Marshadow. I will try to explain my thought process and the game plan behind this deck when we actually get in some matches. If you also want to see the more in-depth deck list, I will have it in the description of the video below should you want to try this deck out yourself or improve upon it. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling, and let's actually get into some matches here. Alright, looks like I found my first opponent for the video. Fingers crossed this isn't a Psychic deck, but I see Mewtwo card sleeve, so this may not be an ideal first round, but we will do what we can. And unfortunately, I've only drawn Marshadow, so that make things go from bad to worse, and it is Mewtwo. Of course. Choose to play a fighting deck, and the first deck I ran into is Mewtwo. That is just bad luck. But fortunately, we're going second. So that is a plus here. And we do have a Pokeball, so hopefully that will be a Mankey, so we can get Marshadow out and Mankey in. But yeah, the game plan of this deck is really simple. You ideally want to start out with Mankey, so you can go ahead and get Primeape going, so if Mankey gets hurt, you can start dealing 100 damage pretty quickly. You kind of have, I run a Marshadow in this deck. Should Primeape get knocked out, you have an easy 100 damage, and then you can just quietly and slowly build Machamp up in the background. Primeape is really your fodder for this deck, or your meat shield, as I like to call it. And we got Machop instead of Mankey, which is not good. But maybe Professor Oak will grant me a Mankey here. Another Machoke. Another Pokeball. Okay. Please be a Mankey. Alright. Pokemon gods have listened to me on this day. Alright, so we will get Mankey in here. Mewtwo's going to take a little bit of time to build. And they can't Gardevoir me into oblivion just yet. So we use our X-Speed, get Marshadow out. And if we get lucky on a coin toss, we can do a quick 50 to Mewtwo here. Let's see if we can get lucky. Alright, heads. I'll take it. So we can pop Mewtwo here, get a little bit of a head start, and they may opt to maybe get that Mewtwo in the back row up and running instead of powering up this one in the front. Nope, they're going to go ahead and just power this one up. That's okay. Alright, so what I will opt to do then is, well, we'll evolve into Primeape, of course. And they can't one-shot me, even with a Geo, if my math is right. And we can level up into Machoke. And we'll hit for 40. So it does not behoove them to hit me because they will lose their Mewtwo. But they could also just make me tag Machoke or Marshadow in, which will also equally ruin my day. But they are going to potion Mewtwo. Are they going to opt to hit me is the real question. They are. Okay, so they're more than willing to just lose this Mewtwo, I suppose. Which is perfectly fine with me. So we'll go ahead and get Marshadow going then. And KO this Mewtwo. And unless they get Gardevoir up and running, they can't KO my Primeape just yet. So let's hope we can drag this out a little bit longer. And hopefully if they don't get Gardevoir next turn and don't get another bench, we can win by just taking out that never mind, they got Gardevoir. I got ahead of myself. Well, that's no good. But they get 2 in the Mewtwo pretty quickly. And we're gonna get popped for a solid 70 here. And lose Primeape right out of the gate. Now, I'm going to opt to tag this Gardevoir in and hit it for 100. Because my thinking is I have 2 Sabrinas, so I can do this twice. Granted, nothing gets added to that bench. And there's another Machop. And so we're going to get Marshadow powered up. I'm going to Sabrina in the Gardevoir just to make them also waste energy on top of everything else. And we're going to hit Gardevoir for 100. And unless they have a leaf, they do have to waste something here to get Gardevoir out. So let's see what they opt to do here. They're going to play an X speed, but they still have to burn 1 energy, so the most they can get into Mewtwo is 3. Actually, I don't think they can do any. Oh, no, they can add 1 energy into Mewtwo. That's all they can hope to do. And hopefully they just straight up attack me here. No, they added a Ralts. That kind of messes everything up, if I'm being completely honest. So instead, what I'll opt to do is I will get Marshadow actually out of here. And we do get our Machamp. Get them built up here. Get our Machoke up and running. And I'm actually going to get Marshadow out. And we're going to tag into Machoke. My thinking here is I will just get a Marshadow built back up when he knocks Machoke out, because a KO will not get them 2 points. And then I will tag in for another 100 if things happen to go my way here. Now, he could Sabrina me and ruin my entire life, but that Mew probably just messed up my whole game plan. Well, not just probably, that Mew messed up my entire game plan. Because they will just tag in Mew next. Which sucks. Yep, that kind of ruined everything. Well, I thought I was being smart, but they've outsmarted my outsmarting. But they don't even have to waste 2 energy to knock out Marshadow. Alright, well I think I just lose here. Because I can't really power up Machamp enough to do anything. Well, that X speed's not helping no one. I guess really all I can do is delay. But even with the 120, it's not going to be enough to knock out anyone. And we will just end our turn, unfortunately. Damn, if only they hadn't drawn into that Mew. The game plan, the vision was there. But unfortunately, it did not come to pass, so we're going to lose our Machoke and lose this match. And they get 2 Gardevoirs in the field. Oh well, I tried. It was a close one. Almost got one over on Mewtwo with Machamp, but not quite. Oh well. Well, I will say good game to this opponent, and hopefully we have a little bit better luck in the next match. I'll be back when I find my next game. Alright, looks like I found my next opponent here. And this is a little bit of a better hand than I had the last time. I'll take 2 Mankeys, why not? Let's see what we're up against. Okay. Going up against possibly a Brock deck. But we'll see when I get too far ahead of ourselves. We do have a Primeape in hand, which is good, because I presume they're going to take a shot at Mankey here. But let's see what kind of deck we're up against for sure. Actually, we'll never know. We just know for sure that Golem is a thing. Alright, well, let's get an energy into Mankey here. Let's play our Oak. Let's hopefully we can get a Machop. Not quite Machop, but we do almost have the whole evolutionary line. And let's see if we can get lucky on a coin toss. How about it? Not on this day. Alrighty then, well, we whiff horribly, and hopefully we can live to fight another day. But unless they have a Geo, I don't think even a Graveler could KO me, but they can't play 2 energy anyway. Even with the Brock. Brock only works on Golem or Onyx. Alright, they do get the Graveler out. Can't hurt me just yet. And I think we should maybe be able to take a Golem out before it gets up and going. Oh, Pokedex. You didn't really see that card very often. I think it's kind of, I mean, I don't know what the general consensus is. Kind of a more or less a useless card. And I guess it kind of comes in handy knowing what you're gonna get next in your deck, but compared to everything else, it just seems kind of a waste of space. But what the hell do I know? Alright, we'll pop this Graveler for 40. And if they hit me, it's a KO. We'll see what they opt to do here. Alright, they're going to power up the Geodude. Get that Graveler up and running. And they get a Hitmon layout so they can start sniping the deck, which is not good. Alright, let's power up. Well, actually, we'll wait. We got Professor Oak. This could be a Machop in here somewhere. Alright, no, it's just Marshadow. But we do get a second Primeape. So I'll actually opt to put an energy into this Marshadow. Should we somehow lose a Primeape sooner than expected. We'll pop for 40, and then it'll be the end of our turn. Alright, we need to get this Graveler gone before Golem starts ruining our lives. Hopefully don't have it just yet. Okay, they do not. That's good. All good things. Alright, still don't have Machop yet, so knowing my luck, the two Machops are the last two cards on the bottom of the deck. Alright, well, let's get this. Let's get this Graveler out of here then. Alright, well, I'm curious to see what they're going to do. They may opt to bring in the Hitmonlee. No, they're actually going to bring in Graveler, which means they might have a Golem and Brock in hand, which means they can hit me for 120. Do they? I knew it. I could see it. Alright, we're going to lose our Primeape, but we're going to hit them for... Best I can do is 70, unfortunately. Because Golem, unfortunately, gets a little bit of a defensive buff. But... I think I might have a plan. It might just be better to one-shot a Hitmonlee. I do have two Sabrinas in hand, so I can Sabrina in another Hitmonlee next turn, but I can't one-shot it, which is unfortunate, but it can be annoying, and at the end of the day, that's what matters. Alright, they're definitely going to bring Golem back in and one-shot the Marshadow. And since I don't have a Machop in sight, I can't really begin to build on that front, unfortunately. But we're going to get hit with Golem. Down goes Marshadow. Now, even if I tag in this Hitmonlee, they're going to tag right back out. And another Machoke. Well, unfortunately, I could not draw into Machop, so there is that. Alright, we're just going to be slightly annoying, because we can. And we'll just pop Hitmonlee for 40, because why not? But they're definitely going to tag out into this Golem, and that'll be all she wrote. And they didn't even have to spend anything to do it, and that's what hurts the most. Alright, Golem, just go ahead and do it. And down goes Primeape. And that's a GG's go neck, unfortunately. Well, too bad we could not get Machamp up and running in these first two duels, or win. But maybe we can end things out on a high note, but get game to that opponent, and I'll go out and find one more match. Alright, looks like I found my final opponent for the video. Let's see if we can end this on a high note at the very least, but we are going second. That's always good. Start out with a Mankey, and only a Mankey. I don't like this hand very much, if I'm being completely honest. Sabrina's in an X speed. Can't really get much going with that. Alright, well, we do have the type advantage, I should say. So I mean, optimistically, I could one-shot this Jigglypuff if I get lucky on a coin toss. But let's see if I get lucky enough for it to fall my way. Wigglytuff Greninja. I can see that working. And they are going to opt to immediately tag, which is smart. But I'm going to tag that Jigglypuff right back in. Alright, well, let's see if the coin toss gods will favor me on this day. Alright, we get Jigglypuff back in. Hopefully this is a heads. Yay! Alright, that's a good start for once with this deck. Alright, now let's see. Oh, they conceded immediately. Oh, come on, you could have built into your ninja. Maybe. Well, since that one ended so quickly, I will actually go find one more opponent, even though I should probably quit while I'm ahead. I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my true final opponent for this video. And, of course, we're going to go first. And, well, we got Mankey Primeape. This seems like what I always start out with. And never any Machops, unfortunately. And this is going to be a Starmie deck, alright. Alright, we do get another Mankey. And, well, that's going to be really all I can do. Well, actually, I got a Pokeball here. Well, I think it can only be a Machop because I got everything else. I've seen Machop so little, I forget this is a Machamp deck. Alright, well, we're going to get popped for 20 right out of the gate. Really, I just kind of got to hope and pray that they don't draw into Starmie instantaneously. If they do, it's pretty much going to ruin everything. But alright, we got hit, which is a good thing for Primeape. I'm just gonna go ahead and risk it. And let's see what Oak will grant us on this day. Another Oak and a Machoke. Okay, I'll take that. So we get buff here, and I guess really all we can do is hope and pray there's not a Starmie getting ready to just ruin my entire life here. Please don't draw it. Please? Okay, Vaporeon. I'd rather see Vaporeon. So, Starmie, Vaporeon, and Gyarados. You do have a Starmie. Damn. Well, I think that pretty much just ruins everything. I'm just fairly certain my whole team's getting ready to get just one-shotted. So, we drew Machamp, and that's really the only hope I have. I've got to try to make this last as long as I can. Alright, well, let's get energy to Machamp here. And, use Mankey as a meat shield. I mean, Primeape's gonna get one shot regardless. Let's get Machop up. And, hope I can survive long enough to get Machamp to play. Fortunately, I don't have Sabrina and everything to draw this out a little bit, but it looks like the cards are going to fall in my favor today. I mean, I can survive one hit with Machamp, but I can't KO Starmie. So, this might unfortunately be a losing effort. Alright, well, that's all I can do. Because Machamp's all I have that will not get knocked out immediately. Alright, well, that'll do. That'll do it. Well, that was unfortunate. And down goes the Marshadow. Well, I successfully won one game. Oh, this Machamp deck unfortunately did not work out like I had hoped. But that's okay, at least I gave it a try. I might try to tinker with it some more and see what I can do. But yeah, I do believe that's going to be my last match for the video. Feel free to leave me any comments on how I can make this deck better, because clearly I can. It can be significantly improved upon. But if you made this far, I do thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.